The other one. The Chris Cuomo interview with Huntington Beach CA restaurant owner Tony Roman was next level. What the fuck? It was almost comical. Tag, 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 tag. 100.8 in freedom units. Yes, that's the equation. Freedom units. Yo, why is America so fucking dumb, yo? It's like, yo, like that got me. That it's such a fucking simple ass joke, but it just got me. And that was good. That was weird. I like everybody to give a round of, I don't even, do I have the clap emoji set up? No. I got one for you. I have the clap emoji. The emote. What are the emotes that I have activated? I guess I guess one of these would have been appropriate, but these are the emotes that I have set up. Anyway, I gotta go back. I got this. I don't know why that just smoked me. I don't know why that just smoked me.
You really don't want people to not get vaccinated so they can come to your restaurant?
That's a good question. You're a smart guy. It's an IQ test. And like I say to people when they ask me if there's
oh, it's so funny because I just brought up in the last thing we did how people who get asked these questions dodge that shit. Like
so blinded with their rage and their hate, I tell them, you know what? If you still don't understand it, maybe we should put up a sign up that says you're too stupid to come into the restaurant. I mean, it's very simple. Just like you said, I think you figured it out. Am I right?
I don't even know what you're saying right now. Tell me.
that's what I'm saying. What the fuck are you talking about? And that's why, like, I really don't get when people say, like, I'm mad aggressive and I just hate the world and everything's a problem. We laugh at this shit because it's like, it is very funny that if any movement were to take over America in this direction, that you'd have to dumb it down for people. Like, we as a populace, like, are susceptible to propaganda because we just are. Like, we're that young, we're that naive, we're that freedom, patriots, eagles, beer, barbecue. Like, how you having a barbecue but you don't season your food? What are you eating? Oh my God, just go kill chickens and eat them raw. That's what you do anyway. Oh my God, why is your chicken meat pink? Like, you are bothering me right now. You have no idea how much this shit makes me laugh. Because if there were to be anything that were to be funny about, like, and obviously there's nothing funny about January 6th, but like the lead up to it has been mass hysteria about dumb shit. Like, CRT is the new argument, like no vaccines, like all of this. None of it is founded in anything that makes anyone else outside of their bubble feel comfortable. Meanwhile, everybody outside of their bubble feels uncomfortable by the literal system that they're in. You can see why one is funny and one is not, right? You see where I'm going with this?
So what's the deal?
I'm saying we're making a point.
And so
you answered the question.
So you haven't been vaccinated. Nobody in your family's been vaccinated.
If he says no, oh wait, no, there's a delay. I'm sorry. I fucked up. There's a delay. I do have to remember that. My bad. Paradigm shift, made a mistake.
In your family's been vaccinated.
If I answer that, are you going to answer that when I ask you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, he did pause. Anyway, it doesn't fucking matter. Just dodging the shit. Just dodging, like, are you vaccinated? Yes. Are you vaccinated? No. This is not hard. You want to make a stand by requiring proof of being unvaccinated. Are you fucking dumb? Like, technically, vaccinated people could unprove their vaccination. You're creating the conversation. This is what I meant about Mike Lindell. See, I'm spending time talking about people being dumb. I'm spending time talking about people being stupid. Now, for a lot of people, it's like, well, I would watch politics, but you're just dunking on people. This is boring. Like, to get to the information I'm supposed to absorb. This is what you're supposed to absorb. That these are the rebuttals that you have to give, because until we firmly plant our feet on this dumb shit is not going to be allowed in larger society, then it will thrive, because it's the counterculture. Oh, you just hate me because I'm right. And then the left says, you just hate me because I'm right. But in this situation, read what's on the screen. If you're watching this on YouTube, read what's on the screen. Do you think that this is the part? Like, why would you take this guy's side? Why would you take that guy's side? Why do we take our shitty friend's side? Because that's my friend, you know, I gotta back them even when like it's some dumb shit. And look at where that ends up landing you. Oh, you condone this behavior? But we do it anyway, because we love that person, because we want to see him do well. If you take what happens in your real life and you start to apply it to other areas that you don't understand, you get to understand the dynamic of why it exists in the first place. That's why, like I've been saying throughout the stream, that I kind of just want to do my own thing, because I can't be scared that like I'll get 20 chatters for like one part of it and then 3 chatters for the next part. Like, that's not up to me. People have their own times. People have their own lives. I have to be comfortable in saying I'm doing what I want to do, because it is not to the point of making you pick a side between whether or not it's harmful or pleasant. It's picking a side between what you like and what you don't like. This is harmful. It doesn't matter if you disagree with him. He still has a seat at the table. But you eat meat. Somebody else is supposed to not. He want to eat meat too. And right now he's eating. I'm not going to say it. Y'all know where that joke was going.
Yeah, sure. Ask me whatever you want. Now answer my question.
I'm not vaccinated. Are you?
I am. How about your parents, your wife, your kids?
You were hesitant.
No,
he wasn't.
Oh, I got vaccinated.
I'm gonna ask you the same. I'm gonna ask you the same thing. Is that all right?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. Is your family vaccinated?
Yes.
Okay. People said something about, it was one of my YouTube comments. People said he answered pretty directly. That's what I'm saying. Like straight up. Yes. See that? Oh, and that brings up the point I was saying. That's the thing I was saying. See how quick Chris Cuomo? Yes. Oh, is it because that's the Democrat answer? That's because it's good to be it's good to be vaccinated. You should feel proud about it. The fact that you're hesitant to say that, the fact that you're hesitant to say if you're not, means that you know you're doing something wrong. Did you? Sis, for my girls, and my femme presenting people. Sis, are you really going to his house for closure? Then why are you wearing the sweatpants? Why you got an overnight bag? What are you doing? Why you get pretty? You gonna cry? You came for closure, right? Come on, sis. I've done it too. Okay, I've done it too.
See, what you're not getting, you're failing the IQ test. What you're not getting.
Fucking IQ test. What are you talking about, homie? What is going on here?
Which I expected. What you're not getting is that this is not an anti-vaccine stand.
You are again the duality. Remember, we said we live in a duality of thought where like one side believes this and one side believes that, and it's just split that way. It is very hard to find middle points because accepting it would mean you get a seat at the table. This isn't an anti-vaccine stance. So why are you promoting being popular to unvaccinated people? It would be one thing if you see, oh, okay, so let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna play his role. I could do something dumber and still make a point here. Why aren't you requiring proof of not believing in COVID? See how deep we could get into it? Just like, how am I supposed to prove that I believe in God? I just tell you I believe in God. Beliefs aren't tangible. They're ideas that you favor. Actual action, the actual things that happen to black people in this country and the things that need to be rectified, those are real things with tangibles. They create belief systems in which we believe we should get this and that, but the core conversation, the tangible part, is something should happen. So if this isn't an anti-vaccine stance, then what is it?
This is not an anti-vaccine
Let's find out.
stand. It's a pro-freedom stand. That's what you're not getting.
I was right. I was right. I was right. The government shouldn't force you to do it. They're not forcing you to do it, which is the whole reason why we're having more spreads in red states. And now it's starting in blue states. We're going for another shutdown because of freedom. Literally, if given the choice, America has proven that it would rather kill itself than starve for a couple fucking days. Nobody is forcing you to get a vaccine. Oh, if you want to wear, a company's requiring people who don't get a vaccine, people are requiring vaccination. Sorry, I keep going. Like I'm about to start a bar. Y'all know I don't do no rapping. Maybe. Anyway. No one is making you do anything. Capitalism and corporations have control to say, I only want vaccinated people in here. But that's persecution, bro. But then you got places like this saying you don't need to be vaccinated. Just go there. And when the pandemic's over, all you've done is found new shops. And then you could say, remember when you needed me to be vaccinated for me to come in here? Well, I don't like this store anymore. Okay. If I told you you needed to wear a suit to get in the club and you said, well, the other club doesn't make me wear a suit, then go to the other club. Clip that. There's your analogy. You need a way to beat COVID. I'm gonna give you the analogy right now because that one was great. If a place is requiring you to get vaccinated to be a part of it and you don't like that and you say you want freedom of blah, 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 go to a place that doesn't require vaccination. What a fucking dream. The government's not forcing you to do anything. They're not going door to door and saying, here's the shot. Oh, but Biden said we were getting door-to-door people. Yeah, to combat the misinformation that you were giving. The same way, if you went to a club and they said it's a certain dress code, and you said, well, the other club doesn't require a dress code, then go to the other fucking club. Just go there. Literally, you have the freedom to choose. If Walmart said you need to dress up in a suit and tie to go into Walmart, would you dress up in a suit and tie? If your answer to that is no, then obviously you don't go to every place with a suit and tie.
What is the difference?
I'll address that in a
when you are
second.
Ignoring the science that suggests that if you get vaccinated.
Oh yeah, I was gonna
you
cover your
protect
thing.
people
I was gonna
around
cover
you,
your thing
and
too.
you help us get out of this pandemic a little bit faster.
So what's next then? Are we all going to lock ourselves in our homes whenever there's a flu outbreak or there's an outbreak of a cold, a common cold? Are we going to lock ourselves inside our homes?
Yes, if the transmission rate was enough to kill people at a high rate. Yes. The answer to that is yes. The answer to that is yes. Yes, that's what we're going to do.
Outbreak or there's an outbreak of a cold, a common.
There have been flu outbreaks. In our history, there were flu outbreaks. The only reason why we don't have big outbreaks is because of the flu vaccine. Oh, but you can still catch the flu. I'm glad you understand how vaccines work. Now, apply that to COVID. The flu vaccine stops you from doing what? Dying from the flu, right? But because flu vaccines are so ingrained in our society, we don't think about them prevent. That's why people will say, oh, I got sick with the flu from getting the flu vaccine. Yes, a milder version. So now the antibodies are ready for this season's flu. The same way COVID is probably going to need that yearly fucking shot. I can see that coming. Because it's going to keep mutating because people don't want to do enough to drop the transmissions rates to an acceptable level.
Cold? Are we going to lock ourselves inside our homes and wear a moon suit? I mean, where does it end?
Where does it end? I mean, there. Where does it end? I love that. Where does it end? I mean, well, if you would do the thing at the start, you wouldn't be able to go that far.
It ends with you getting the vaccines.
Predict champ, predict champ, predict champ. You win today's award. You win today's fucking award.
Virus doesn't keep replicating. I gave you a chance to make the case. I wish you well. I hope your family stays safe.
I made my case. You didn't have much to say. You didn't have much to say.
I mean,
So
honestly, you sound like an idiot, so there's not much to say. But Tony, good luck with it. See you.
And so do you.
Yeah, only for having you on the show. That was my only mistake. Look.
Oh, love it. Advertising loud and clear that health and safety at your restaurant are not priorities. If they don't protect from COVID, are they washing their hands? Are they cooking their food properly? Storing it properly? If we give in the vaccines and masks, where will it end? But the exact same argument applies to literally all public health measures. I mean, if we wash our hands and refrigerate raw chicken, where will it end? In the gulag! In the gulag!